Missing someone.
Alright, hello everybody, my name is MrCube6, and today we're going to be taking a look at 6 redstone torch key designs. Now there are 2 types of redstone torch keys. This one of the types is broken from the ground, as we can see over to the left here, and the other type is broken from the wall, and I'll be explaining the benefits and downsides for each one. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the broken from ground design. So these benefits for this design is if you have a wall block that is immovable, such as an immovable object such as obsidian and a jukebox and other things like that. Going to the first design here, we have the redstone torch being placed on the ground and it's being broken by the ground. So if we go ahead and place a redstone torch on the ground here, as you can see it's a bit slow, but that's kind of how it has to be. I don't really expect anyone to build this design because this one is 1,000 times better and 1,000 times smaller. So we're going to take a look at that one later, because I kind of want to show you this one. This one's like the gem of the broken from ground designs. So this one right here is the redstone torch placed on the wall but then broken from the ground. So again, this would be useful if you have obsidian right here or a jukebox or something that is like an immovable object and it cannot be broken. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. So if we place a redstone torch on this block just like this, as we can see, the piston will just push up and then it will instantly break the redstone torch, giving a redstone output to whatever door or contraption that you have it linked up to. Now this design is super compact, and we're going to be taking a look at all of the redstone for all of these designs after I take a look at how these actually work. So now the design that you've all been waiting for, this is both of these pretty much combined together. So if you place a torch on the wall or if you place a torch on the ground, then it's going to be broken by the ground. So if we go ahead and take a look, I'm placing this torch on the wall, it gets broken from the ground. If I place it on the ground, it gets broken from the ground. So yeah, this one is super compact, and I don't know why, again, I don't know why you would want to use this one, and I'll be showing all of the redstone later and you kind of understand why. Alright, so the broken from wall designs, the plus to this is if you have a ground block that is actually immovable, such as obsidian. So it kind of, if you have a wall block that is obsidian, then you would want to use the ground design. If you have a movable object as the ground, then you want to use the broken from wall design, as I'm about to showcase here. So now the first design for the broken from wall designs, we have, if you place the redstone torch on the ground, it gets broken from the wall. So if we go ahead and see, we place it from the ground and it gets broken from the wall, and that's kind of just straightforward. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. If we place it on the wall, it gets broken from the wall. So as you can see, if I place it on the wall, it gets broken from the wall, just like that. Really swift, sending a redstone output to whatever redstone contraption they have it linked up to. So now this one is kind of the gem, again, of all broken from wall designs. So this one, you can place redstone torches on the wall and on the ground and it will get broken from the wall. So I know it's a mouthful, but pretty much they do all the same things, but with different specifications. So if I go ahead and place a redstone torch on the wall, as you can see, it gets broken from the wall, and if I place a redstone torch on the ground, it gets broken from the wall. Those are all of the 6 designs for the redstone torch keys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the redstone for each design. So here's all the redstone for all of the individual designs. Now as you can see, the designs are ranging from super simple to sort of complex. Now I will be explaining all of these and showing a tutorial for all of these designs later in the video, but right now, if you guys do not want to sit through the tutorials, I'm going to be showing like side shots so that you can just take like a screenshot or whatever and just build it for yourself. So this is the first design, the one where you place the torch on the wall, it gets broken from the ground. Torch on the ground, broken from the ground. Now we're going to go ahead and move to this one. As you can see, this one's a lot more compact compared to this one. I don't know why you'd want to build this one. This one is just 1,000 times better. So as you can see, I'm just kind of showing you a lot of the angle so you can replicate it. Now this one is super simple, super tiny. Like I said, when showcasing all of these, this one was probably the most compact that you're ever going to get. This one, as you can see, it's just super compact. So yeah, those are all the broken from ground designs, and I will be explaining how to actually run a redstone output through this design in its tutorial, so if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. Now this one right here is just like this. It's placed on ground, broken from wall. This one is placed on wall, broken from wall. And this one is placed on wall, placed on ground, and broken from wall. So this one is super complicated. I will be explaining this in a tutorial in depth. So if you guys do want to build that one, I will be explaining it in the tutorial. That's all of the redstone for these torch keys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tutorial for each design. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So place your sticky piston two below the floor, just like this, and then have another block here, and again this will be the ground activation, so the torch will be placed here. Have another sticky piston facing outwards from the activation block, just like this. So if we go ahead and place a redstone torch, as you can see this piston actually extends, and then place an observer right here, and then dig down one block and place an observer facing out of that observer pointing downwards, just like that. Now this observer is going to go right into a piece of redstone dust, and that redstone dust will go right into a repeater set to 4-6, and then that repeater will go right into a block with a redstone torch on it. So this should be everything done. If you go ahead and place a redstone torch here, as you can see everything will function, and then you can just take an output from this and then to whatever redstone contraption that you want it to power. You're going to go ahead and be building the placed on wall and broken from ground. So this design is super simple. Pretty much all you have to do is place a piston, your ground block, and then your wall block, just like this, and then you're done. So no, it's pretty simple. So all you have to do is just place a redstone torch, and as you can see it instantly breaks it using the floor block. If you want to take a redstone output from this, then pretty much all you have to do is just grab an observer and then point it out from this piston, just like this, and we should have a dual pulse, just like that, so 2 pulses. Alright, so this torch key is actually the ground and wall activated ground broken, so it's kind of a mouthful, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the tutorial for this one. So pretty much all you have to do is build up one block and then place a sticky piston facing upwards. You can go ahead and destroy that support block. We'll be placing it back later, but you know. Place your floor block on that sticky piston just like this, and then place your wall block right here. So this is going to be your floor and wall, and then this is where you'll place your redstone torch. Come around the back here and place a sticky piston facing outwards from the activation blocks, just like this, and then go ahead and dig down one block and then place an observer facing downwards, just like this, and that way this piston will extend, updating this observer. This observer will go straight into a block, just like this, and you can block up these holes, and this observer will be powering this redstone repeater that'll be going right into a block, just like this. And if we give it a tester, as you can see, if we place it on either one, both of them will fire. So yeah, that's a super cool redstone contraption and a super cool torch key. So this one I'm highly recommending if you do any sort of redstone base with this one, because it's you know, it's easy, it's compact, it's simple. So yeah, this one is really good. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to the broken from wall designs, and this one is going to be the activated from ground in broken from wall design. So yeah, again, mouthful, but pretty much they all do this exact same thing. It's just kind of what preferences you're looking for. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the tutorial for this design. So go ahead and place your ground block just like this, and then place a sticky piston coming right off of this ground block, and then this will be your wall block just right here. This sticky piston will have a block of your choice on its face just like this, and then what will happen is we'll have an observer facing upwards, so when this block goes across it will power this observer, and then we'll have a sticky piston right here and going into this wall block, and then all you have to do is just add a block of your choice right on top of this observer just like that. And so if we give it a quick tester, as you can see, everything works just fine, and everything will be broken quickly. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at the activated from wall and broken from ground designs. Let's go ahead and take a look at that now. So all you have to do is go ahead and place your floor block just like this, and then place your wall block adjacent from that floor block. Now place a regular piston underneath the ground block just like this, and then an observer one block off from that regular piston. This observer will be going right into a repeater, which will be going into 2 adjacent blocks just like this, and to kind of create this triangle shape. And then we're going to go ahead and add redstone dust on all of these adjacent blocks here. Now the final step is to place a sticky piston right behind the wall block just like this, and everything should be completely finished. So go ahead and place a redstone torch on that wall block. As you can see, everything will kick into gear and it will send a redstone output. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at activated from wall and activated from ground, but broken from wall. I know it's complicated, but pretty much this is just a fancy way of saying that you can place it on 2 blocks and they'll both activate it. So yeah. What you want to do is you're going to come up and build 2 blocks up, and this will be your floor block, and then 1 block up again to make your wall block. So now go ahead and put sticky pistons on this block, place a support block here, and then another sticky piston facing into this wall block. So kind of like this diagonal here. Place blocks on both these sticky pistons just like this. Now add an observer facing upwards just like this, and then that observer will be going right into a block. Make sure that block is there because it will not actually work if you do not have that block there. So now what we're going to be doing next is go ahead and come down to the bottom here and place an observer right here. Now go ahead and place a block and then a piece of redstone dust, and then an observer coming off of that redstone dust just like that, going right the way into a block, and then have another block right here. Add 2 pieces of redstone dust and then 1 repeater, and then everything should be completely finished. So if you go ahead and give this a tester, go ahead and place a redstone torch on the wall block, and as you can see it gets broken by the wall. And if you're going to go ahead and place a redstone torch on the floor block, as you can see it gets broken by the wall. So yeah, these are a really cool hidden activation devices for pretty much every single day use. Hopefully this video wasn't that confusing, just because of the fact that I was giving all of these names for different contraptions and things like that. So hopefully this video wasn't that confusing for you, but if you do have any questions, then please put them down in the comments below. I do read every single comments, and your question will get answered. If you are going to request a special torch key activation device, if you guys need like a certain way it's broken or something like that, maybe from ceiling or something, from wall, from like a different wall, an adjacent wall or something like that, then please again put that in the comments below. I will make that and probably post a video on that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Then if you did, then please make sure to leave a like on this video. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, then please make sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. That will help out the channel greatly, and I will be much appreciated. So again, thank you so much for watching, and my name is Mr. Cube 6, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
And you listen.